What is going on, you guys? So yesterday we did the best sets from 1999 to 2019. Today we're doing the worst sets, same format, but a lot of these sets were confusing. But this first one is not confusing, and it's the 1999 Sith Infiltrator. It just doesn't look great. It's really blocky. It's covered in like studs. It really shouldn't. They didn't have all the pieces to cover it, and they have blue on it. I mean, it was nice to get Darth Maul in 1999, but yeah, it's just not great. Next up, it's not the Technic Battle Droid. I was like, no, it's not the Technic Battle Droid. It's the A-Wing, and then I was like, no, it's not the A-Wing. It's the B-Wing. Look at this thing. Seriously, look at this thing. Look at the engine block literal block on this thing. It's supposed to be like rigid and curved. Not okay. That doesn't make sense. But it's supposed to be like kind of curved, but rigid at the same time. Like, you know what I'm talking about. So this thing Lego was not ready to make a B-Wing in the year 2000. They just weren't. 2001 brought us the confusing Saboba's Junkyard, but the Technic Stormtrooper is still worse. Look at that. Look at that face. I'm not even going to give an explanation. Just look at his face. Another Technic set, we got R2-D2. Now, we've gotten 3 large R2-D2s over the years. We got the Droid Boost one, we got this one, and we got the UCS one in 2012. This one is easily the worst. It looks awful. It is just basically a couple of tubes in the shape of R2-D2. So, yeah, it just doesn't look great. In 2004, we got a bunch of sets like this. The Jedi Defense, in my opinion, was better because you got everything you needed. But with the Death Star Final Duel, as it was just called, you had to buy 2 different sets for the whole thing. And you didn't even have any, like, dual space. Like, the whole point of this set is you're supposed to have, the duel between the Emperor and, or not the Emperor. You're supposed to have the duel between Darth Vader and Luke in Return of the Jedi. You can't do that. This is literally a platform with the Emperor's chair, and then a platform with a Stormtrooper and Luke on it. So that, yeah, as you can see, I'm not big on this set, and it just sucks. The next year, we also got another thing, similar, basically a couple of minifigures and a build, for small build. This is called Jabba's Message. It's just not as good as Jabba's Prize. In Jabba's Prize, you get Boba Fett. Boba Fett's pretty cool. So yeah, this one's just, I mean, it's just kind of, there's nothing to like, but there's nothing to not like. It's just so meh. Controversial pick of the day, the Dagobah X-Wing thing is just not great. The X-Wing just doesn't look great in my opinion. And this was also a decent year, not decent, but this, I don't necessarily not like this set. It's just all the other sets were better than this. And this was honestly a pretty hard pick. A lot of these picks were actually pretty hard, like the next one. I couldn't even make up my mind. I said this was hard. No, that's an understatement. I couldn't decide between the Vader transformation or the Duel on Mustafar. Because Duel on Mustafar, nothing works, but you get light-up figures. And the Vader transformation is just Vader and a thing. So it's just kind of even, so I'm just going to call this one a tie. In 2006, we got this very rough-looking V-Wing. Yeah, the V-Wing is like kind of a very sleek ship, in my opinion. It's supposed to be. And this was not a very sleek ship. Just going to leave it at that. 2007, one of the best years for LEGO Star Wars. You got the MTT, the UCS Falcon, the Walking AT-AT. You got a whole yards. But you also got this awful Sith Infiltrator. Sith Infiltrators need to be done very well. And like the 2 years we got a Sith Infiltrator, before 2011, both of them were the worst set of that year, hands down. So yeah, I don't like this. Look at those big ass holes there. Come on, nobody wants that. Nobody likes those giant holes. I just hate this thing. I truly hate the looks of this thing. Next year we got the Rogue Shadow, probably the most confusing set on this list. I don't understand this set one bit. The only cool thing is we got like this cool battle damage Darth Vader. So overall, it's just a cool looking set. No, sir, it's not a cool looking set. The minifigures we got were okay, but I still didn't like it. Next 2 builds are equally bad. The Solar Sailor and the Hyena Droid Bomber. But the Hyena Bomber's worse. because they both look stupid. But Solar Sailor comes with Magna Guards, so it's kind of a bonus. So yeah, the Hyena Bomber, I have it. It's just kind of flimsy. I wish like it would make another version of this because I actually quite like the Hyena Bomber. It's one of my favorite ships in Star Wars. I said that a lot within my old video, but trust me, I really like the Hyena Bomber. I promise. I really do. But yeah, this just does not look great, and it's flimsy, and the two heads are kind of dumb. My head on not my head, but the head on my Hyena Bomber always comes off. I don't know why. So yeah, I'm just not a big Lego Hyena Bomber guy. The next year we got Luke's Land Speeder, which it's a Luke's Land Speeder. Not mainly rich you can do with it. So yeah, it's like a sand crawler. You can't really do much with it. It's small. This is the ultimate. I can't afford anything else, so I'm just gonna buy this to build right now. So yeah, I just not a big Luke's Land Speeder guy. I actually hate the Luke's Land Speeders that they're putting out now because they just keep cranking them out like sausages. So overall, this set just there's nothing good about it, but there's nothing bad about it. Every other set is better. 2010, I was gonna go with the Dathomir Speeder, but then I was like, wait, this set is super detailed. You get Savage Opress, you get a bunch of good figures. So I decided to go with this Bounty Hunter ship. It just looks stupid. We don't really see it that much. We see it in like 2 episodes, maybe 3. And yeah, the minifigures were good, I guess. I do have one problem. We get the woman there with the pale woman. She actually didn't go with this ship. This wasn't her ship. So yeah, but still, I just don't like it. And 2010 brought me my favorite set of all time. So I kind of really don't care about 2010 other than the Superstar Destroyer. But yeah, next year we got the TIE Fighter. Look, the TIE Fighter is not one of my favorite ships in Star Wars. I'm just not a big TIE Fighter guy. This TIE Fighter just looks kind of goofy. And in my opinion, 2012 was also a pretty good year for Lego Star Wars. And I'm also not including like the microfighters or polybags on this, as I said before, but I'll restate that. So yeah, this thing just doesn't look great in my opinion. There's something about it I just don't like. In 2013, we got this Starfighter of sorts, which I don't like. Minifigures are okay, but I don't know what they are. So yeah, this just looks like some weird modded X-Wing. I can't really say much about this set. It's just this weird looking thing that I never saw in Star Wars. I never seen it ever. So I don't. It just kind of. It's like the Rogue Shadow. It just confuses me. In fact, this set confuses me too. What is this? Name? It's called the Jedi Defender. Yeah, I don't care. I don't like it. It looks dumb. It just looks, I've never seen it. It looks stupid. It looks like some stupid ARC 170. I'm getting very worked up about this, whatever it is. I might say this one's biased, but I hate the T-16 Skyhopper. I hate everything about it. I hate every single T-16 Skyhopper ever, mainly because we've got 2 of them, and we see it for like 5 seconds. So what gives? We've got literally one vendor that we see for, I don't know, hours. We see this twice we see this once for 5 seconds. Up, mass produce them. So yeah, it's boring. It's like a transport. I don't even know what kind of ship it is. Like some kind of racing ship. What? All these sets just confuse me. That's it. Everything confuses me. Nothing makes sense to me other than Clone Wars sets. If I haven't seen it in a movie, I don't like it. Next 2 sets are OG Lego content. Lego actually produced these shows. I hate them. So the first one we got here is the Hammerhead. It's like the Hammerhead something. Yeah, it just sucks. It looks dumb. Nobody really watches Freemaker Adventures over the age of 6. So I don't understand the purpose of this set. Next up we got this. What is this? I don't like it. I hate it. There's only 2 good things about this set. That's you get a battle droid and this cool Mon Cala guy, dude thing. Yeah, my friend bought the set. He hates it. I hate it. Everybody hates it. Nobody likes it. Bye-bye. In 2018, we got General Grievous Combat Speeder. The only reason this is the worst set is because I couldn't think of anything that's worse than this. It's not bad. Everything else is better. That's it. It was to see Mace Windu and General Grievous make a comeback when LEGO hasn't produced many Clone Wars sets in a while. And I know I made a video saying, well, that's what makes the money, but I can be angry because I can. So yeah, this thing just, it doesn't look that great. I mean, we see it in one episode of Clone Wars, and I mean, it played a major role. But what I don't understand is the minifigures in this set don't match, because we don't see Mace Windu in that episode. This would have been a really cool set if they actually included like Ahsoka and the younglings, or okay, if they included General Grievous, the Clone Wars version of General Grievous, Ahsoka, two of the younglings, and Hondo. This would have been an amazing set. It would have been so cool to see all those minifigures make a comeback. They just missed an opportunity here. The worst set of 2019 is the Junior's X-Wing. Literally, that cockpit piece just looks stupid. I hate that cockpit piece. It looks dumb. I don't like it. I just don't like it. The highlight of this set for me is Stormtrooper, the cool minifigures. Basically, the minifigures and the turret. The turret looks fine to me, but the X-Wing is just terrible. I don't even know why they came up with the Junior's line. Just buy a microfighter for a little kid. You know, you don't have to be like, well, my son wants to buy a snow speeder. Well, I could get him the microfighter, but I'm gonna waste everybody else's time by making a set specifically designed for 6-year-olds or 4-year-olds even. When I was 6, I was building 700-piece sets. Okay, so yeah. Thank you very much. Stop making junior sets. Nobody likes them. Alright, that's gonna do it for the video. Hit the like button, subscribe, and yeah, that pretty much sums everything up.